Nothing but bluebirds all day long.
This past nesting season of 2012, bluebird eggs and nestlings began disappearing from boxes on my farm located on County Trunk S in La Crosse County. Bluebird box number 7 on the farmyard was designed especially to accommodate a nature camera. On April 4, a bluebird nest was recorded, the earliest nesting on record for this trail. The female incubated the eggs with frequent visits outside the box. The eggs hatched on April 26 after 14 days of incubation. The hatchlings are tiny and they appear weak and awkward as they attempt to raise their heads with open mouths upward, expecting to have a first meal after a most tiring hatching process. The nestlings soon learn the sound and direction as food arrives. The 9-day nestlings were healthy and content on May 5, but on the morning of May 6, I discovered that they had disappeared overnight. I searched for evidence of a predator, but there were no visible scratches or marks. The nest was not greatly disturbed, with the remaining cup and shelf in place, but a few nest grasses were pulled out the entry. That nest material was probably in the clutches of the chicks as they were pulled reluctantly from their nest. I suspected this predator was local and must be destroyed. First, the predator must be identified. My friend Dan Lubke from the Reconics Company in Holman, Wisconsin, where motion cameras are built, tested, and marketed, offered to place cameras to focus on 4 bluebird boxes that lost eggs and nestlings. In 2011, the nestlings in this box, as well as a few others, were taken by a kestrel, so sparrowhawks were under suspicion. Meanwhile, the parent bluebirds had built a new nest in their box, and on May 18, 5 eggs were recorded. On May 19, the eggs were gone. I suspected a cat again. 1 egg was lodged between the nest and the front panel, and another was broken and seeped to the floor. I removed the nest material. Nestlings and eggs had also been taken from nearby boxes on this trail. On May 25, the adult birds had completed a 3rd nest in their box, and on June 1, there were 5 blue eggs in the nest cup. Incubation was underway, but on June 8, those eggs were gone. The adult birds were distraught at this point, but they remained around the farmyard, entering the box occasionally to make sure it was not a bad dream. The motion camera revealed a raccoon had climbed the PVC predator guard and removed the eggs. A single exposure reveals a blue egg in the front paw of the coon. The resilient parents restructured the remaining nest material for a nest cup and a shelf during the next few days. On June 17, only 9 days after losing 5 eggs in their 3rd nesting, they had 4 eggs in the 4th nesting. How remarkable for the female to physiologically prepare her reproductive system to begin laying eggs 5 days after losing the 3rd clutch of 5. The 4 eggs hatched on June 30 and those nestlings fledged successfully on July 17. Those tremendous efforts demonstrate the persistence and the resilience of the parent bluebirds. The motion camera results suggest the raccoon doesn't use claws to climb the PVC predator guard, but footpads under pressure cling to the pipe to facilitate the climb. New PVC pipe is slick and apparently restricts climbing for a few years, but when the plastic surface oxidizes and ages, the surface loses the slippery texture. We believe the slippery surface can be restored by treating the pipe with car wax. My record suggests 20 nestlings and 40 eggs were lost locally before this raccoon was destroyed. I suspect that I lost 100 or more eggs and nestlings to raccoons in the 170 boxes that I monitored. In addition, many other bluebird monitors in Wisconsin are reporting similar results. This has become the year of the raccoon, and we must prevent their entry to ensure that bluebird reproduction continues successfully in our boxes.
Nothing but